Y'all ready for a boondocking weekend?
We're gonna have some fun, petting some goats, hanging out with some chickens.
Checking out some lavender farms, actually the only one in the state of Florida. We are just outside of Tallahassee and we are boondocking, dry camping for a fun weekend. We're Lauren and Daniel, RV newbies traveling the US living in an Airstream. After visiting 12 states in a loaner, we picked up our brand new 2021 Airstream Classic in Tampa, Florida, and we are headed out west. We've learned over the last few months of RV life that we hate long drives. To avoid them, we love staying at HarvestHosts, aka locally owned farms, wineries, and breweries, which is our plan for this weekend. As this is only our second boondocking adventure, it's almost guaranteed we'll screw something up. Have advice? We love learning from y'all. I made a new best friend. This is Honey, and she's very sweet. The HarvestHosts that we're staying at tonight is called Golden Acres Ranch, and they have this adorable little store behind me where they sell completely locally made goods. From handmade scarves and socks to fresh squeezed orange juice and homemade jellies made from fruit on the farm, the store was full of local goodies. After purchasing a few items, they asked us if we'd like to help feed a few of the baby goats. Of course, we said yes.
Hi, Mona. Hello. And I'll let you choose which bottle and I'll let you choose which baby. Okay, deal.
Either one is fine with me. I like them both.
Go. Yeah, Mona. Good job. Here you go. Here you go.
Oh my goodness. You're thirsty.
She was born from a mom that I didn't even think was pregnant.
Oh my goodness.
So average birth weight for these guys is like 4 or 5 pounds, and she was 1.5 pounds when she was born.
Aww.
And she lived in the bathtub for a while, and now she lives on the porch. She's nearly a month old now, so
do you think
she's in the clear.
Should we let her drink the whole thing?
Just 8 ounces is good.
Okay, we gotta check again. I'm afraid I'm overfeeding you. That's all. After feeding the baby goats, I obviously wanted to take one home with us. That was until I found that it's darn near impossible to house train one. So back to the Airstream we went without a baby goat for more boondocking fun. Now that the sun is going down, it's time to eat some dinner. And we've got a bunch of leftovers, including leftover pizza, so we're keeping it simple tonight and not actually cooking. But one of the things that I think we did that's smart this time, thanks to some of you guys who gave us great comments, is we bought paper plates. They're all eco-friendly and stuff, and eco-friendly utensils. So we don't have to do as many dishes while we are boondocking this weekend. Another thing that we've decided is that we're not going to bring out the generators. Actually, Daniel decided that.
Okay, here's a real scoop. We've never used the generators. They still have like the original packaging on them from when we bought them from the store. I'm still a little gun shy on using those things because there's 2 generators and they have like a parallel kit and all kinds of fancy stuff.
Back over here, mister. Except that we just got a little important notification. Come check this out. Our handy dandy system just gave us an alarm to let us know that we have load shed low, which means our batteries are going to go in the relatively near future. Looks like we're going to be hanging out this evening by, well, you can't really have candles in RVs, so by flashlights.
I think at this point, since we're losing battery life, we need to kill the power as fast as possible because we don't need to lose like everything. But I don't really want to find out what's gonna happen, so we're just gonna kill the lights. Plan B.
We're gonna play board games by flashlight. Gonna be awesome. Basically what this means is that tomorrow we're gonna find that oil and gas that Daniel was talking about and figuring out those generators for night 2.
Apparently you can boondock without generators if you're willing to go to bed at like 6 p.m. And that is not us.
Maybe we need a little bit bigger plates. There's no way that's gonna fit. Win.
I'm never playing with you ever again. Seriously, it's the same crap every time. You're legitimately the luckiest person I've ever known in my entire life. It's not fair. It's not fair. I literally was like one roll away from beating you. And you're like, oh wait, no, I'll just roll a 2 and win. Oh, you know, meh, 2.
Well, to go with Daniel's wine, I figured it would be appropriate for us to eat this delicious pecan dessert that we got at the little country store, because we had like teeny tiny little bites of this at the store and it was incredible. So I cannot imagine something this large not being so good.
Especially if it has pecans.
It's pecan, for God's sake.
This is delicious. Made by locals for some local appreciators who love pecans.
Can y'all tell his life goal is to annoy the crap out of me? After I kicked Daniel's butt in board games, it is time to go to bed. But there are 2 things that it's important for you to know. First, technically the lights still work. You can see that our lighting is not reliant on our flashlight, but the biggest problem is that we have to do this for 2 to 3 nights. So we kind of have to be careful about our batteries. The second important thing is that if you watched our last video on our very first boondocking experience, we may or may not have figured out how to work our propane heating system, and tonight we have. I'm not freezing to death, so I'm feeling very, very thankful for the heating system, because it's pretty awesome. See you in the morning. Okay. Thank you, boo. Boondocking breakfast in bed. Good morning and welcome to day 2 of boondocking. Like I mentioned last night, the heater in here works amazing. We are only down to 36.3% of our very first propane tank. What we need to do next is doing some dishes with a little bit of a new twist. Last time when we went boondocking, Daniel did the dishes and we did them kind of traditionally. But what we learned from you guys is that it's better to start with a really big pot, put a bunch of water in it, and clean the dishes that way. So that's what we're gonna try this morning. No water wasted. Oh, I didn't turn on the water pump. First things first. Now this should work. Significantly better water pressure. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to be rinsing these, but I'm assuming that if I rinse them over my pot of water, at least I'm saving the rinsed water to clean the clean dishes, or the dirty dishes. Guess I could let them sit and dry, but we got things to do today. Now that all of this is done, guess that means it's time for us to go ahead and get ready for the day and go figure out what the heck to do with those generators. But I will say I'm pretty proud. Come check this out. Have not even used a full percentage of our stored water yet. Definitely a massive improvement from our first boondocking dishwashing experience.
We're all packed up. Time to go say goodbye to the baby goats.
Hi guys!
You're so cute. Oh yeah. That's the spot. Look, 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 just like a doggy. Goat ears. Hey, what you doing? Trying to eat my shirt? So cute. True story, when I was younger, we used to have ducks in our backyard that we raised from like little tiny little things. I had a duck named DJ and we raised him in a soup bowl. And he would like swim around a little soup bowl and it was the cutest thing ever. And eventually a few of his friends flew overhead and little DJ said goodbye to us. And the crazy thing to this story is that we did not live on a farm. We lived in Orlando, Florida. While there may be farms, not the neighborhood we were raised in, it was very much city life.
Before we hit the road, we figured enjoying some of this amazing orange juice made perfect sense. So, cheers to travel. Let's do this.
This was always my worst nightmare. Going down a dirt road and seeing a sign that says no outlet. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. So,
in 800 feet, your destination will be on the right.
We just arrived at our second boondocking spot, and when we got here, the gentleman told us they have 50 amp hookups. So we're trying to contemplate as to if we should be brave and take the time to figure out the generators, or if we just should back into one of these cute little spots, hook up, and call it a day.
the backup spots with the 50 amps have fire pits. You know which one I'm opting for right now, because we can always go off grid another day.
I don't know what to do.
One of us does.
I think we're gonna be wussies. We'll go to the 50 amp.
How can you not? We would have never known that a HarvestHost offered 50 amp hookups.
That's just too tempting.
And that is also too cool.
Okay, well at least we still have to deal with rationing our water, which was gonna be our goal for learning today. So we're still rationing water.
Yeah.
We're totally cheating on electric.
We're so bougie, seriously. Like, we're all about the hookup. And it comes with a fire pit, and there's actually wood already in it with a fire starter log. Like, it's perfect. As soon as we parked, the lovely host started the fire for us. There's enough firewood here to keep this fire burning for like 5 days. I don't know. It's a lot of wood, which is really cool. The lavenders smell amazing. They have a small store on site that sells lavender items. So we of course picked up some of those little gems. And now we're just sitting by a campfire making lunch. Life is good.
We gave up on our paper plates because our hot dogs are too big to not make a mess. But they're so good. Yum! This is the real reason we decided to do boondocking, like plus electric, which is not a thing. Daniel's really excited about the Bucks game.
Exciting. We might be camping, but there isn't anything I wouldn't do to have watched this game. I would have dragged Lauren to a local sports bar, whatever it takes to watch this game tonight. Oh!
I will pick anti-boondocking over going to a sports bar every single day of the week.
Card spot 12 and 5.
Today was a good day. Thought we were gonna be boondocking, wound up with a 50 amp hookup and access to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, and they won. I would give today a 9.5 out of 10 for awesomeness.
After a restful night's sleep on the farm, we figured we'd show you around before we head off to our next destination.
Welcome to Florida's
Very first lavender farm. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's purple everywhere, and that's my favorite color. So the property has tons of chickens and hens, and they even have a pig named Priscilla who is insane level cute. Their puppy's name is Cotton. He was named that because when he was little, he looked like a little cotton ball. Have we mentioned we like dogs yet? Good morning. Hello, baby. You see, Priscilla the pig is over there. The owners here are so gracious and so hospitable. As soon as we got here, Jason came over, he introduced himself, he got the fire started by our Airstream, but he let us know that we were free to take any of the eggs, fruit. Like, they're just so lovely here, and just the epitome of their name, Southern Grace. And those chickens are so loud. But really, this place is amazing. Come on, let me show you around. There's tons to do here, and seriously, I can see how it would be the perfect wedding venue. They've got cornhole, chess. So I asked on our Instagram page who y'all think would win at playing chess, me or Daniel. So if you have an opinion, make sure jump on Instagram, find us there, or leave a comment below and let us know if you think Daniel would win or I would.
Obviously.
This is where the magic happens. This is over 1,000 lavender plants. We're here in January, so they're not in season right now, but they're still so pretty. When they are in season, they get to be like this tall, and they've got big, beautiful purple blooms on the top, which is what you would expect to see with lavender. Before we knew it, it was time to head back to the Airstream and pack up. But we had one last surprise at the Southern Grace Lavender Farm.
Look who's coming to say hi.
Hi! Hello, beautiful. Do you mind if I pet you? Oh, you're so handsome.
Rendezvous at the Portolet. There's no shortage of friendly animals around here. I love it.
After saying goodbye to the horses, it was time to hit the road. Overall, it had been a successful boondocking weekend, and we'd managed to only use about 20% of our fresh water tank, so that feels like a win. Now, we're off to Biloxi, Mississippi for our first casino camping adventure. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you'll be notified when that crazy cash-draining video launches next week. But until then, make sure to wander local this week, friends. It's good for the soul.